Japanese side.
Craftsman-like style from Lim Win-ru, who's a real artist. With
apology there again, fast table, high altitude. The serve crept a little bit long. Now. Sora played everyone else in his family, kids-wise, and everyone else on the table.
Who was the most?
Your toss starts from inside the table. Cannot start nor finish inside the table. Can't break that plane.
3.
Miwa Harimoto's grown so much. I played her when she was 11. And as now she's 17, leaps and bounds.
Both of the Japanese youngsters on the forehands, so convincing when they take a step back.
Target for both of these players to get someone to cross over out of position.
5.
Frustration from Sora there.
It's tough to handle. Lin Win-ru here after the net ball from Yijing. Just why she raises her hand quickly. Facial expression says it all. It's going to be tough to close on that spin shot from Lin Win-ru.
To her partner had produced a couple of superb shots back off the table.
When you get into the side spin touch play, the way they just did, it's just crazy to see the ball come back so well. So much control. Jung Yijing with the big shot across the chest for me from deep.
Beautifully done. Lovely little setup there. She just chopped there Miwa to allow the ball to come back that Sora could smash.
Yeah, it was loaded with spin. Lin Win-ru tries to play that deep and relatively low, but Sora gets on top of it, adds some side spin of his own.
Oh, goes long, and the reaction there from Miwa Harimoto tells you the story.
Yeah, there was a big opening on the wide forehand. Beautiful push by Sora, set up well. Lin Win-ru on the chase would have had a long way to go.
8-4.
They've tried out some different pairings, actually. Lin Win-ru has not always been with Jung Yijing, despite the accolades, the medals they've taken. What a response here behind the table. Lin Win-ru, after a passive shot, allows a big opening attack, uses the backhand from behind the table. He slipped for a moment, and still, to cover the middle with that backhand so powerfully.
So much action on the ball from that as well.
So
that's just
5-9.
He just sneaks it past here with heavy spin down the middle of the table. What are you thinking?
Yeah, that was straight through the middle. You know, compared with the stroke we saw before from Lim Win-ru, which had all kinds of bend and work on it. That was fairly straight from Sora.
5-10.
Just a couple of moments in this first game when the two Japanese have been a little bit frustrated. They haven't probably quite dialed in yet.
11-10.
And as a result, they dropped that first game, or rather, the Chinese Taipei pair claim it with a really solid opening to this match.
So they will switch order of play. Head coach now for the Japanese national team.
Second game, Harimoto to serve. Love all.
On the women's side, Seiya Kishikawa on the men's.
One love.
Yeah, I just spoke about them not being dialed in, Adam, towards the end of the first game. Just the impression I'd got of Matsushima and Harimoto. What do you make of what they've done so far?
Yeah, they still have some adjusting to do, no doubt about it.
Oh. 2-1.
Venom from one so slight.
Nice shovel serve there, and a full forehand as wide as.
Yeah, he got
national champion, coaches for the women of the Chinese Taipei team.
2-3.
That feels like about a decade now. Plays a lot of spin, good in the counter game. And right there, she even plays it softly, just as we see Team Physio there. Zhang, right next to Zheng Jiaqi. She just brushed opponent, was far behind.
That's nicely done. Just got back to that point. Sora's missed with a few where he's wanted more pace on the ball. He's been trying to create, trying to manufacture something. And as you said, she's not giving him it. So a couple of those top spins he's attempted just haven't found the table. Oh, that did. Just.
4-5.
Yeah, thinking about the replay before, his shot wasn't a bad shot. Lin Wenru made quite a nice change of direction. But when your opponent's behind you and you know she has a long way to get back to the backhand, you have to play it as wide to the backhand as possible so the ball comes back within reach.
Oh, talk about reach. That was a little bit too far for Zhang Yijing.
Maybe I shouldn't say have to. I just should say that's one way to go. I think Sora's incredibly smart. There's a reason he's a national champion. But they're up against some of the best in the world. So from time to time, your plan is going to be shut down. It's going to have a good answer on the other side.
5-all.
6-5.
Becomes 6-5 as that one cannons into Lin Wenru. And that's a potentially decisive little break there. 2 points the gap now.
Watch the speed on Zheng Yijing's shot. Okay. Lin Wenru's rather coming into Miwa. This is, again, the pattern. Every time you switch sides of the table, in any situation, you have a man hitting to a woman in one direction. That's the Chinese Taipei team's advantage right now.
Please, pay attention.
Verticality was the warning.
Yeah, please pay attention.
5-7.
Fair enough.
Meaning the ball cannot be tossed more than 30 degrees off of straight up in any direction.
5-8.
And now this becomes a problem for the number 4 seeds who trail by 1 already, and they're 3 behind as we come to the busy part of this second game.
I think the idea is right. Miwa trying to play it short, control the short game to earn Sora and herself just an opportunity to attack from in near the table. Lots of thinking to do here.
Another miss,
10-5.
straight down the middle between the two, and it's game points, 5 of them for the Chinese Taipei pair. Not quite
10.
from Zhang Yijing this time. All action as she ran left and opened up right.
Yeah, the idea was right. Just not enough table there for the shot. Again, the wide forehand will be attractive in this combination.
And they save another.
7-10.
It's funny, we've seen top 10 players play Sora Matsushima and say, what on earth can I do? This guy can't miss. It's crazy. Lin Wenru also in this caliber where he's got answers. But 2 points in a row, Sora Matsushima's brought some serious pressure. 3 game points saved. A third towel break. They're within 2. Very empty serve there. And it earns the long push for Sora to set up.
And it's significant that he's hitting his targets over the last couple of points. Once that forehand comes into play, it's dangerous. Make that 4 saved now, and they're within 1 of juice.
Wang Yizi up on his feet. No timeout called yet for the Chinese Taipei team pair out here.
10.
Wow, would you believe it? 5 game points squandered. 10 apiece, and these two have arrived.
You asked about settling in after game 1. This isn't over yet, but it seems that they've definitely found some answers here, the Japanese pair.
Yeah. Oh, how'd she do it? Oh, there were two shots from Miwa Harimoto that were wonderful. The second was just right place, right time, great reflexes.
Yeah, it puts a lot of pressure on Jung Yi-Jing and Lin Yunru. A little bit off the top of the net there. See that ball just scraping. Wonder if it would have come back.
So it's game point again for the Chinese Taipei duo. And they looked as if they might have a way into that point, the Japanese, but it's not to be, and it is a 2-game-to-love lead now for Lin and for Jung. And that is going to make it very, very hard for the Japanese.
4 here, the first ever United States smash.
1 love.
The thing about Jung Yi-Jing and Lin Yunru is they're going to keep coming at you, aren't they? They're too experienced, they're too good now not to make the most of this advantage.
There's always an answer, there's always a way to shut somebody down.
That's 1-0.
Both of the world #1s have been beaten in recent history. Both have been tested here in Vegas this week.
1-2.
But the onus is so much now on the Japanese pair to up their game. It's in their hands, really, you feel now. They've got to do something.
It's
a little bit of something on that Jung Yi-Jing couldn't quite cope with.
Lin Yunru was looking for the opening banana flick, it seemed. The signs are going to be different for every team, depending on what they choose. Oh, what an answer. Quick from the middle. Sora gets the upper body out of the way. Watch him lean and watch him line this one up. Arm behind the head more than Quadriaruna. That right there, my goodness, a contortionist. Cirque du Soleil might be watching.
She was appreciative of that.
How can you not?
Crashing the ball.
Yeah, this is the big question people have asked, I think, in table tennis, slightly closer than in other sports.
Yeah. Yeah, it's closer and more skill based. The sort of, you know, sheer physicality doesn't quite come in terms of how hard a serve might be hit, for example. Out in the tennis court, I mean.
Oh, right. And out here, the women tend to play a faster game closer to the table. 1 footstep covers just a little bit less space. It's more about speed and control reaction.
Please, no flash.
That was for the audience?
3, 5.
I mean, in support of the players, just to make sure the audience knows. No flash photography here so that the players can see the ball clearly.
Again, there's something about Lin Yunru. He's caused problems, in particular for Sora Matsushima, on a regular basis here.
Slow spinny shot, well played, low to the baseline.
6-4.
But it's a 2-point lead for the Japanese.
It's not the first time a serve has drifted a little bit long. There's half long, which is right near the baseline. Can't tell if it's going to come off or not. And then there's long, deep to the baseline that sends a player back, surprises them.
Well, it was
dude. Beautiful ball from near the ground.
Whoa.
Lin Yunru with heavy side spin on this chase. Watch this, the run. And manages to put it up in such an uncomfortable place that even a chop block just to control this ball would be incredibly difficult. And he tries the chop block, but man, is that thing a wild beast of a ball.
Off the shoelaces as well. Yes.
6-7.
This is just gone up a notch or two in terms of quality. It's been great all along, but things are fun now.
Yeah, it feels like an open physical contest right now. Counter loops, drives, and placement. A lot of footwork being tested here. The leading team trailing by one. A big serve now on the Silent Assassin's blade.
Oh, and he gets it as well. Flicks off the net and goes long from Sora Matsushima. Yeah, he has been quite demonstrative tonight, Sora, right from the first game as well. A little bit of frustration on show when he misses. Sets himself standards that are extremely high.
A lot of awkward shots in this rally, difficult to control. You could see both Lin Yunru and Jung Yijing trying to stay forward, play the ball way out in front. Yijing doing a
Oh, it just kept following him. And there was nothing he could do.
Yeah, this is perfect placement, a heat-seeking missile from Sora Matsushima. Watch this last ball hooking into Jung Yijing's body. She goes back to cover the table. And the forehand, that's tough. She was set up for a whole table of forehand. It's understandable that she wouldn't have been thinking backhand in that moment.
This time Sora brings the power and gets the result.
Look at the curve on that ball, the way he contacts. It's so much wrist. He can bend inside out. He can bend around the ball as he did there. Last few points, he's been the finisher, the closer.
And there he is again. Too much heat for Jung Yijing to handle. 10-8, 2 game points to get back into this one.
Game isn't over yet, but since the timeout, 3 straight points for the Japanese pair. They've got their toes on the finish line to send this to game number 4.
Yeah, she went for a long, fast serve, and it got the desired result. So here we are. We have ourselves a contest by the looks of things here. They take the game. It's 2-1, and we've said this before. Are they back? Have they arrived? Are they in the groove? Salute to Chinese Taipei pair of Lin Yunru and Jung Yijing.
Arimoto to serve. Love all. One love.
Nothing wrong with Jung Yijing's depth in terms of what she pushed, but the response was brilliant from Matsushima.
Yeah, he's been very confident in many, I'd say, of the recent matches he's played. Hasn't been so easy for him to settle in terms of the spin, depending on who's hitting to him. This time it'll be Jung Yijing hitting to Sora Matsushima, which actually could work out better at this point just because of the difference in speed and spin. It's a wonderful point. Jung Yijing doing her job on the opening. As soon as the ball comes back, watch what she does here. From table height, arcs it deep into the backhand corner, testing Sora to step around. 14 shots.
And we had a great live camera angle there as well. It showed you just how much action was on each of those shots. Oh, yeah, this one's now just gone to another level.
Miwa right on top of the bounce, finds the angle. If she can stay close, she's the taller of the 2 women on court. It's crazy to think. Yeah. Did you like it? Be honest. Give us a facial reaction. How do you feel?
Yeah, she was floundering.
6 of the last 8 for the Japanese pair.
Oh, that's a good comeback. It's in.
Caught the back of the net on the way down. Doesn't matter. It's past Miwa. Once the same player hits it twice in a row, it's over. It's just for fun. But man, was that quite a lob. Watch where this one comes down. Clips the net. You could see it from the other angle a little bit better. Just barely. Wow.
Yeah, and that could have got messy. A little bit flickier off the net there.
Right. Could have dropped for a second bounce.
Oh, wow.
4-2.
So quick. Lin Wenru.
Step around. Every now and then I get a little. Okay. Lin Wenru, so good on turning that corner, which is crazy because his backhand is one of the most devastating backhand flicks in the game. Here it is. Ready? The net. There it is.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case you thought I was lying. Tough to see from certain camera angles. Thank you for that, production team.
Yeah, and then he doesn't get what he wanted, Lin Wenru, and this is really turning into a highly competitive game here. It's 2-1, remember. The Japanese pair generating the pace and getting their reward.
When I think Team Japan, I think the youngest. It's just incredible how young their team has been for the past 5 years or so. I bring that up because Miwa, now 17, Sora now 18. Think about when you peak. For Team China, the most competitive team in the world, which would imply the earliest retirement to some extent, peak is usually somewhere around 27, 28. They still have a decade until they get there. A break off the edge here with the touch shot. From that placement, no question about it being good. Simply fortunate for the Chinese Taipei team pair.
It could turn out to be a big moment there.
We saw an interesting TTR earlier at a crucial moment in a match that would turn around.
Just that injection of... We're getting some expressions here.
For me, Jung Yijing still #1 in the expression department.
It's going to take some beating.
6.
Oh.
7-6.
Sora with the forehand. Once again, he comes in with the closer. Behind the table, the power, the placement. If Lin Wenru can't counter it, few can.
Fault.
Fault called.
7-all.
Now, is he going to review?
TTR. He called it. Here we go.
Let's listen in.
TTR. Matsushima asked a review on his service. The service was called fault.
But specifically, what was it?
Angle.
There we go. Thank you. That's what we need to know. So not vertical. The toss, if it's more than 30 degrees, very few people have won this challenge. I think players are so used to getting away with it that they can toss it at 40 degrees and they feel like it's 20, but it's almost always been over 30. I think Wang Chuqin might be the only player I've seen call that one successfully. Let's see here. Doesn't look like it's going to pass. 31.26. My goodness, was that close.
Wow, what a call.
And successful.
What a call.
Matsushima Arimoto have one challenge left.
That was close.
7-all.
And just explain that one. One challenge left.
Yeah, so you have one more unsuccessful challenge. He can challenge again, but if he's wrong, it challenges.
Challenge all night.
Wang Yitze back in the picture, the coach up on his feet for Lin Wenru and Jung Yijing.
He'd been a bit quiet, but he's got a lot to be noisy about because they've edged closer now to the match.
The anger translator, the animated coach who's been with Lin Wenru for some time now. And in this pairing, both of the two.
8.
Pretty cool. Hey now, Sora.
Did you know he had a fan club?
I did not. I mean, not officially. Doesn't surprise me, but now he's made it. The towels are here. Fans are dressing up, got the gear.
And they'll love that
9-8.
because Sora has done it once again. It's 9-8 now in this nip and tuck. Really tight encounter in this game that is so important. It's a must-win, of course, remember, for the Japanese.
This is a very unlikely position to win a point from, considering the ball was played right to where Lin Yunru was.
And he ended up on the floor.
8,
And he misses.
Fast table, fast balls.
Oh, so good. And Miwa just can't find the angle.
9-10.
There was such good awareness from both players, Jung Yi-jing and Lin Yunru. At no point hit a shot that immediately hung their teammate out to dry. Or should be in position. Well done.
But they took a really absorbing match.
5th game.
The Maverick Arena
Cheng to serve.
fans being treated to some
Love.
real entertainment here. Jung Yi-jing gets us going in the 5th.
One love.
The Japanese fans letting their voices be heard in the crowd with the gambare. Go for it, give it your best.
Love 2.
Good start on serve from Jung Yi-jing. Picks up both of those. Whoops.
Love 3.
For a minute, I thought it was a headshot, but the way it flew back, it seemed like it must have clipped the racket along
It's
the
off
way.
the arm. Oh, yeah, off the wrist. He's worn a few, actually, this evening.
What?
Worn.
Oh, I see, like clothing.
Yeah. It's a cricket thing.
3-1.
When you get hit by the ball, you've worn it.
Oh, I see. Like I've worn the same pair of pants for
No,
the last...
no, not that at all. No.
But I'm playing cricket with him sometimes. Does it count? You cut me off before I said how many weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Good times.
No one needs to know that.
Deal.
3-2.
So tight as always here. The scoreline, not the clothing. Maybe a bit of both. Regardless, we'd want nothing less in the decider.
Yeah. There's no reason to believe this isn't going to be a tight, close, entertaining affair. This one, 3-2. Sora,
3-all.
that's what he can do.
And a new facial expression, or at least one that we've seen before from Jung Yi-jing.
I mean, she appreciates how good he is, but it's the ball that's fired at her.
Bringing out the inner gremlin there to say, I don't like that.
Oh, if you would. Oh, he's fallen away. He smashed that.
4-3.
Sora Matsushima.
This could be a new logo for a brand if he makes his own. Watch the way he comes out of this shot, holds the racket out, and does a complete 360.
That's the Wong Chu Chin, isn't it, when he just spins away off that shot.
The way he's forcing it into aggressive play, after all, Sora's forehand has been dangerous and deadly. So there it is, the short play. They play patiently, they touch it softly, and it's Lin Yunru who's able to open with his Chiquita.
Oh, he misses this time, falling away again, same shot.
Similar, good pressure here, the signal for the plan, and watch this, Lin Yunru right at the body, wide forehand side. Very heads-up play from Sora on the receive.
One-point game, this one.
It's a very interesting position to be in. Watch where Miwa is. She tries to get out of the way. Does a good job. That ball still could have.
The two men going at it, finding the corners.
Yeah, Yijing sets that up nicely to get a more predictable shot back. So the hitting to the female player. Remember, only one team can have that at a time. Sora hits to Lin Yunru.
Deep discussion at the Japanese end of the table.
Oh, she goes short. He's in for a banana flick. Half long leaves him guessing more space for the ball to come off, but it was incredibly uncomfortable. Perfect placement by Yijing.
Well, that sees her team go through.
To be able to have both wings, Lin Yunru behind the table. Jung Yijing taking some big shots from behind the table to keep Sora deep.
And they're getting closer, and they are now with 4 match points within tunnels.
Watch the pressure and the placement. She was looking, push, and wreck. A wonderful shot to set up these 4 match points.
Oh,
10-7.
That's an ace.
Well, on a receive anyway. Sora flips the switch there. Shout out to the ball, the best in the world that we're using. The
Beautiful
DHS.
deception that. Sorry on that shot. Made it move.
Yeah, it's not the first time we've seen Lin Yunru make a move a little bit early. He's got fast feet.
Oh, and it's there. That's it. And it's cruel. But that means that that is now game over. The match is won as the net court eventually decided this one. But based on the way they played that 5th and stymied that Japanese comeback.
But in the end, it would turn around after an extended game 3, and then, excuse me, game 2, and then games 3 and 4 going the way of the Japanese pair. But the adjustment in the end.